congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there, put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2, but I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
He was trying to get that to Colby Parkinson.
And it's second down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Jackson. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he brings it back.
They've been searching for that thing to get them.
I can't see you picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibi splash you. I finally starting to realize never give up and coincide. I can't watch it. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why do people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time. Infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political manslaughter.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with them K Ultra. I knew you. Always gonna get something in the middle, gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left with nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution, maybe not shit I do. Just put it in the music, just put it in the music.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No ceiling wins that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No ceiling wins that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No ceiling wins that never be the same.
She right got me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage. The mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. Boss. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, this is the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Darnold on 1st down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
A loss of 12 yards.
Play action. It's Darnold. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Humphrey.
And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing.
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rolling to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Jackson on the keeper.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward, sliding out of the pocket. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
He'll air this one out from mid. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
On the play. 1st down, New York.
Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Frank Gore,
Touchdown.
40 yards. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the
of the game, and they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
33-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson now. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jordan Jenkins. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bless on Austin. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
15. Jets 8.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judah.
A loss of 13 yards.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Pick. Off by Tavon Young. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson eluding the thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown. I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, You take it away. They stuck it in the end zone. Keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that two-point attempt.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Flacco and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Flacco. Going right side here, and that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Flacco's throw there complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. A red zone 1st down for Flacco. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder there to make the grab. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Now Adam Gase has put a pair of fingers up in the air. His offense is going to go for 2. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Jackson's going to look to run it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, there's still a little bit in...
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Flacco. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
2nd and 10.
Flacco from the gun. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long for Joe Flacco. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And
it's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is uh-oh.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Lamar Jackson.
He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Jets, 60.
The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that about.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
You gotta be kidding me.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
They're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Out to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Jackson is going to keep it himself, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
Willie Snead there to make the grab. And the Ravens will extend their lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Ballantyne to return.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day,
and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Kicking team.
So that one will be accepted. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
10 yards to go.
Airing one out for Crowder. And that is incomplete.
Flacco's pass intended for...
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let him get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Got a man. It's Mims. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Calais Campbell able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd
down. From the gun, Flacco. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Once more, it's Flacco. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
pass intended for Chris Herndon. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw, rolling to his right. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3rd and goal, Flacco. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They're going to look to throw on 4th with Flacco. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Did that drill. Yeah.